We're live. What's up, guys? Welcome to Evening Pussy with your girl, Victoria Lynn, a.k.a. the Pussy Boss. I'm thirsty. Diet Dr. Pepper. I love it, but it's bad for you. Tastes good. So excited. We're streaming Evening Pussy this evening on, play on words, on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, and Bigo. What's up, y'all? So when you see me looking down there, it's not like I'm looking at a small person. I was going to say something else, but I'm going to refrain from that. Okay, so welcome this evening to Evening Pussy, where we're going to go into basically a little bit about dating. Talk a little bit about dating. How many of you have been having trouble with dating? Well, I guess it really depends what age you are, to be honest, because, well, for me, I don't know. Dating's changed so much. When I was 18, dating was different compared to when I was, well, now, I guess. Yeah, because I'm single. So that changes things. But overall, like, if you're dating and you're 20, I don't know. I would think it sucks. Because I think dating just sucks in general. That's my personal, I don't like dating. I would rather... yeah, I don't know. Does that mean I never can have a relationship? I literally just thought I'd rather have a bunch of one-night stands, but then I thought, if that's true, that means I'm never going to be in a relationship. It makes sense as to why my last friendship worked, because I don't even know if I can do that. It makes sense, yeah. I don't like dating. Anyways, we have a great show for you tonight. To start off, though, I do want to give a shout-out. We are doing OnlyFans shout-out. That's right. Oh, I don't think I'm allowed to say that, though. I don't know. We're going to do it anyways. Let's see what happens, okay? All I'm doing is helping and supporting other females or content creators, because if you're a male that does it, too, more power to you, because you run the whole game up. I know this one guy. His name's Jimmy Smacks, I think is how it's. Jimmy Smacks. I don't know him personally. I wish I did. I'm just afraid that if I knew him personally, well, you know what might happen. Yeah, Jimmy Smacks. I mean, it's like, do girls get that same way? You know, where guys are like, yo, like, I had sex with blah, 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 and, like, she was so good. And guys are like, yeah, I'm going to take sloppy seconds on that. I just got to know about the vacuum seal or whatever, you know? So, like, I don't know. As a girl, like, am I worried? Like, actually, one of my homies, Roll Dogs, I don't want to shout her out because I don't know if she wants people to know that she's like this, but she's one of my best friends. And she literally one day, right, she called me when I moved to Dallas, and there's this guy in Houston, some basketball player, I don't know. She was like, girl, she's like, I know you in Dallas with them white boys. And she was like, this is some of the best dick I ever have. So I let him know that you're in Dallas, and you can go ahead and ride a girl whatever you want. He's ready for you. He likes you. I've already tested him out for you. Like, he's good to go. Great, A+. She's like, yeah. And I looked at her. I remember I was like, because literally she's the only girl in my life who's ever done that for me. Ever. And I looked at her, and in a weird way, I felt like my heart kind of grew a little bit there in that moment. Like, I was just like, wow, she gets me, you know? She gets me. Of course, I didn't end up meeting with the guy, which it was going to require me to fly to Houston. But here's the thing. He was even willing to fly me to Houston. And he seemed like a cool guy. He's like, yeah, you could come to one of the basketball games. I'm like, oh, cool. Which I guess, like, the reason why I didn't go to the basketball game was because I have this friend. His name's Sean. I can say his name because, well, I lived with him for so long. And Sean told me that I'll never, ever make it to the NBA sidelines. So basically, I'm not bad enough. I'm not an NFL baddie. Oh, sorry, NBA baddie. I guess I'm neither if I don't know which one is which. But so when, I got invited to a basketball game, I think I thought about that. And I was like, yeah, nope, not ready yet. When I'm ready, I'm going to make my debut, and it's going to be dope as fuck. It's not going to be as some girl he flew in to fuck for a free ticket to minor league basketball. I don't even know if it was NBA, guys. That's the whole thing. I really don't. He could have been just a basketball player at a high school. Well, hopefully he wasn't in high school, but... Okay, I got this. Wait, I got one more tying into this, and then I'll actually get into some of the stuff we're going to do. But I actually had sex with this guy. He was, he's at the top. He's up there. You know what I mean? Like he's a winner. And when he told me he was a baseball player, I was like, I literally did. You know those things where you see in the movies where they're like, I never thought that I would like fall in love with like a baseball player. Yeah, that was me. I was like, oh my God, I've never thought about dating a baseball player before. Like, I've always liked how tight their butts were and like the little pants they wear. It's like, this is great. And so like, I'm like Googling, trying to figure out like which team he plays for. I was set on thinking he was a for real baseball player. I don't know why. I guess it was like he was in shape, so that made me think like, oh, and he was like, yeah, I practice all the time. So I just assumed that if somebody practices all the time, it's not like, I don't know. I mean, I guess people are like, well, what are you doing? Is this a hobby? Well, no, bitch, I'm making money, so fuck off. Anyways, but yeah, so like, anyways, I Googled him and I kept trying, and then finally, like, somebody told me he lived with his mom, and I was like, oh, he's not well, he is a baseball player, but I still really liked him, though. That's the kicker. I was like, it's okay. It's okay. I still like him. His ass is tight. Yep, he made me laugh. I was like, I can deal with this. I can deal with all of this. And then I don't know if it's that, God, I would love to ask him. I actually thought about having him on the show tonight. I was like, what if I could get him to come on and just like, I kind of want to like, I've always wanted to bring one of my exes on and just be like, so am I really as crazy as everyone says? Or is it just that something that you guys do to manipulate me? Because I can't tell. Like sometimes I like do think I'm crazy. Like I'm like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, that was a little crazy. Maybe shouldn't have said that, done that. Maybe, might have been a little bit, I don't know. I can hear that. Sorry. I was like, so someone's over here like being rude as fuck, talking on the phone. I'm just kidding. I'm like, I can hear it. But yeah, like I don't know. I really don't know about dating anymore. I used to think that I was at least like, I used to think I was like the cat's meow and like anybody who got me, they should be so lucky. But now I'm starting to wonder because I'm single. But yeah, he's a nice guy. I still like him. He's cool. But yeah, I definitely thought he was a baseball player. I was excited. I thought for a second that maybe I could actually be an athlete's wife. But then I realized I don't go to the gym enough, and I could never do charities. Like, you know how they put the charities together and stuff? Like, that's just not my thing. I would ruin it. I mean, I would end up, like, doing, like, the kissing booth at, like, a fucking, like, HIV charity cause or something, right? Like, it would be so bad. I would mess up completely. And so it would be like, okay, yeah, you are disowned from all of, whatever, Dallas society or wherever it would be. I'm pretty sure Dallas didn't like me. I tried really hard to fit in Dallas, but it just didn't work. But anyways, so we are going to be doing an OF shout out every week. And, well, actually, wait, sorry, I forget. Every day, because every night we're on Monday through Friday. If you didn't know, Evening Pussy is live Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. Pacific. Sorry, I got to think about it too much. And you can watch it on Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook. So that being said, welcome. I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. We do a more raunchier version elsewhere. You can find that one. I can't say it on these platforms because unfortunately I would get banned, but you can follow us on YouTube and Instagram, and it will lead you to what I would say is the more raunchy, dirty side of PooseBoss. Because the whole thing is, I think that we shouldn't have to be, like, censored, but I guess I have to censor myself in order for people to see me, because for some reason, I can't even get, you know what? I actually get banned everywhere. Even TikTok got banned. Like, I got banned on TikTok. And it's unfair because, like, I've seen Lizzo's TikToks, her ass be all over. Why can't my ass be all over TikTok too? I just don't get it. But anyway, so I keep getting banned. So that's why we had to move to this platform, the one that is not here. The one that you got to go search for, aka go to my Instagram at PooseBoss or go to our YouTube channel at PooseBoss. And so we will always be doing a OnlyFans shout out today, this day, Thursday. I took a long time to really research and pick the right girl to promote. It probably took me a few hours today. I was looking through photos, videos, talking to them on the phone, making sure they knew, the 50 states. Made sure they knew about world peace, important shit like that. And I came across one that I love, and you can go to it. It's at Judy Tight Cutie. That's right. Judy, Judy, Tight Cutie, TIGHTCUTIE. Isn't that such a cute name, Tight Cutie? I love it. It's like you're cool, but you're cute. Or it's like you're coochie. Well, I don't think I can say that on this one. Okay, I'm censoring myself here, guys. That was a censor moment. You get it, Tight Cutie. But yeah, follow, subscribe. Her content is free, okay? Paid per message, pay per view. I don't know. All this stuff, I swear. Putting this together, you guys would have no idea the stuff that we've dealt with, how many times I've been banned, how many different languages there are, how many different sites there are. I mean, Twitch is its own. So yeah, if somebody knows something about Twitch, hit me up. Like, I want to learn something. I'm looking for people to co-host with for Twitch, but yeah. So check out that OnlyFans, and let's go ahead and get started. Even though I've really been started for now, I don't know, 10 minutes just talking about my life, talking about dating. Dating itself, though, it's just so irritating to me. It's so easy for me to talk about because I get fucking pissed off. Like, I just don't understand it. Like, I used to think, like, it was so... Sorry, I thought I got almost banned there. I used to think it was so important. I don't know. I would try to do everything right to be, like, the girl that someone would ask out on a date. And then, like, I just never got asked out. I got asked out once by this guy. It's funny. I can't believe I just remembered his name. Like, I literally didn't remember his name. Jamal. So Jamal is the only guy that's ever asked me out. Hi, Jamal, if you're still watching this. And you want to know what's fucked up? I denied him. He was cute, too. I said no. Something about it wasn't right. He was too nice. I have this weird, like, fetish for assholes. Maybe, is there a thing? Okay, not actual, like, butthole asshole. But, like, I just wanted to make that clear as far as fetishes go. I was meaning, like, figuratively, like, I like guys who tend to have a very large ego and are really... I'm thinking about now what I'm about to say because I wanted to use one word, but I don't think it's right. But yes, I tend to like guys with large egos who have large egos and not necessarily large egos in that way, if you know what I'm saying. I can't wait to get in tonight. I get to tell so many funny stories. I know, I kind of want to like... this episode, I feel like it should be dedicated to the one and only. And, I would love to give the one and only a name. I actually have. There's a podcast already about him. You can go listen. It's called The Ode to Chode. I just want to say to you, Chode, my dear, I'm very, very Happy for you. You know what about. But in all reality, I really don't appreciate the random Snapchats or texts or Facebook messages telling me how I'm a drunk and that nobody's ever going to love me. And I don't know, all this weird stuff. So, like, please just stop. My ego no longer is affected by it because, well, I'm just going to be honest with you, dude. When we would have sex, you would sweat all over me. Like, I would have to have a towel there. Like, literally, like, tell me I'm not a badass bitch when I don't even complain about that shit. Just keep going. I got you. Wipe it off. Got you. So I'm just saying, I really do look, you and me, we cool. We ain't got no problems. You're just the butt of my jokes or the butt of my jokes. I don't know what it is. Because honestly, well, you treated me like shit. So it's easy for me to pick up you specifically. But, yeah, so this is dedicated to you. And now let's get into it for real. We're going to play a game. It's called 2 Truths and 1 Lie. Obviously, it's just me here. So that means that I'm going to play a game with myself like I normally do, so it's okay, which is totally true because I've been playing with myself literally and figuratively since I was probably like 8 years old. Like I used to like put out the pillows in my room to be like desks for the classroom, and I'd be the teacher and I'd be pouring on the board. Or then like I remember I used to take the books in my parents' like computer room, and I would create little library tickets and stick them in the front and be the librarian. I'm surprised that it wasn't the sexy librarian. God, could you imagine at like 8 years old if I came out in like a sexy librarian outfit? My parents would whip the shit out of me. Like, what are you doing? Okay. What's up, guys? Okay, so we'll start with this one. So 2 truths, 1 lie. I'm going to read 3 things. You guys at home, I want you to go ahead and in the comments below, in the little chat, tell me which one you think is a lie, okay? Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready on Bigo? Are you guys ready out there? And then as far as the ones that are listening to the podcast, are you guys ready to guess which one is a lie? Here we go. All right. Make sure that I got my voice ready for this one. So the first one. A guy I was dating sent me home because I wouldn't lick his nipple. So do you think that's a truth? Or do you think that's a lie? Do you think that somebody would actually kick you out and send you home because you wouldn't lick a nipple? Would you lick a nipple? Would you lick a nipple? I mean, I do lick nipples. Maybe. Sometimes. Now, here's the second one, number 2. One time, and one time only, I tried licking a guy's butthole. I don't know why I pointed at it, like you can see it, but is that a truth or a lie? We'll talk about that very shortly. I have a story. Third and final one. I went on a date with a porn star. Is that a truth? I like how I do that. Is that a truth or a lie? Okay, guys, this is serious. If you get it right, you win nothing. But it's fun, right? Okay, let's go. So, first, a guy I was dating sent me home because I wouldn't lick his nipple. This is a truth. So the truth is the guy I was just dedicating this episode to. Yes, you're just so many. There's so many things. This is just one of those times that really stuck up. Luckily, nothing got stuck up. And well, somewhere it did, but not in that. You know what I mean? But anyways, we had been dating, I guess. What is dating? I don't even know what dating is, because whenever I think it's dating, I mean, the guy's still sleeping with everybody else. So I guess dating is now like sleep with whoever, and then if you guys decide to commit, great, but if not, just go. Yeah, I could get more into, and you know why? This is why I have another problem. And I don't know how many guys do this. And girls, I think we should talk about this. Let's be honest. This is about condoms. How many guys tell you they're sleeping with nobody, and then you literally just are like, okay, I'll have sex with you with no condom? I mean, there's crickets, but I'm telling you, people are sitting there like, don't tell mom, but I know I did that. I mean, I never knew what a Z-Pack was until I was in my 30s, and there's 20-year-olds who are telling me how to get Z-Packs. So, that being said, I'm not hating on the fact that, even though, look, safe sex all the way, but I'm not going to hate or judge because I ain't perfect. But why is it that we just assume to trust these motherfuckers? And maybe it goes the same with men. I don't know. I feel like men would rather not wear a condom. I don't know. Yeah, I would say like that would go on the more positive side, right? Yeah. So, that being said, that was one of the reasons why I was like, you know, being whatever with him. But we had just, had sex. Sweat dripping on me, remember? God, that was so bad. You have no idea. It was really bad. It did stop after he liked me. Isn't that weird? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, sweat. No, like face everywhere. Like I'm talking like this bottle of water. Like I swear to God. It just stopped, yeah. And he said when he stopped, he's going to kill me. I'm sure I'm going to get a message from him. It's going to be mean. He said, like, when he's not nervous, it was because if he was nervous. And I like, you know, the thing about me is like, I'm like, oh, that's so cute. He's nervous. I'm not gonna judge him. I'm gonna wipe it off for you, baby. I did. Okay. So, then the second one was one time and one time alone, I tried licking a guy's butthole. I can't believe I said that with such a serious face. Heck no, I did not do that, ever. I have, however, had this guy that I was hooking up with he was like really cute because he was like young and he was all dimply and dorky and like rode a motorcycle and was a model. He's nothing I would normally like, but yeah, and I liked it because he would come over and he'd want to spend the night, and I'm like, I don't want him to spend the night, but then he'd spend the night, and then I would be like, at 7 a.m. just because I could, I'd be like, oh, I gotta work, so you have to leave. And sometimes it wasn't that I didn't have to work, it was just that I didn't want my friends seeing him because I didn't want them realizing how young he was. Not that he was like 16 or something, but he was 20, I don't know, he was early 20s, let's just say that. And I was rocking that cradle. And so he one time did ask me in the middle of sexual relations, of us doing things, he just stopped and looked at me and said, hey, would you lick my butthole? I was like, I think I was like this. I was like down like this, and I literally just looked up and I said, no. And it was like freshly shaved and ready to go. I remember looking at it like, yo, he must do this on the regular. I'm like, I have a feeling he's probably bi. You know, shave buttholes. I mean, I don't know a lot of guys that shave their butthole. Anyone shave their butthole? I mean, I guess you clip. Like, I know guys maybe who would clip it, trim it. Yeah, trim around. Trim around. Just trim around the balls. Like, but like most guys, I mean, I know guys that shave, but not their butthole. Like, just, I've never seen a guy in the shower, like, put his hand behind and, like, but, like, I mean, if you do, then you're expecting someone to, obviously put their tongue in it. So yeah, that's a false. I've never done that, Mom. I know she's sitting at home right now like, she probably turned it off already. She's like, I can't watch this. God, she's just talking about buttholes. But I mean, everyone has one. Okay, so I went on a date with a porn star. That is actually true. I actually, sorry, I had like a thought for a second there, and it was actually about his penis, so it stopped me. Because, okay, so I matched with him on Tinder, right? And I didn't know he was a porn star yet. And I'm waiting for him, and I'm like, oh, he's cute. He's actually my type. And he's like, it said gamer. He called himself a gamer. And then I'm doing my, usual nightly porn crawl. And all of a sudden, come across this video, and it's like, I can't remember the title. Something about white dude with like BBC, like something like that. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, let me just like tune in real quick. So I turn on and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, this guy looks really familiar. And I'm looking in the tattoo, and I'm like, this guy. And then all of a sudden, just so happens, Tinder, boing, there he is, and he's like, hey, and I'm like, are you a porn star? And he's like, yeah, actually I am. And I look him up, and he's like one of the most famous porn stars. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, this is great. Like, I'm like, yes, I'm gonna fuck a porn star. I'm so excited. Like, I can mark this one off. Yes. So I go on a date with him, and dude, he didn't even. I was like, I get the one porn star that doesn't want to have sex. Like, literally, he's like, no, I'm actually, like, that's my job. It's my job. But, like, me, myself, like, I'm not like that. What? So what are you saying? He's like, oh, like, let's just get dinner. And go to a movie. I'm trying to understand this. Like, I just assumed, like, I didn't have to say, like, you're just a fuck toy right now. You're a porn star. You've already told me that. Like, I figured we'd laid out the law. But I guess if you want to, like, go on a real date, I mean, how am I going to tell my mom about you? Yeah, so I went on this date. It was a porn star. It was real nice. Yeah, his dick, Mom, is huge. But he wouldn't let me have sex with him, so don't worry. I remember my mom would always be like, I don't know why you go on these dates with these guys. Like, and then why are you going, and then you go back to their house. Like, ugh. I'm like, I'm not sleeping with them all. She's like, so what are you doing? I'm like, I'm getting drunk and then sleeping with them. Duh. Just kidding, Mom. Just kidding. And that leads me into my next true truth one line, which I really like this one because this, I think, will let you guys realize a little something about me. Yeah. So, 1. I dated 3 girls, and none of them have ever been with a girl before me. Is that a truth, or is that a lie? Number 2. I had my first boyfriend at 19, and he's been my only boyfriend. Is that a truth, or is that a lie? And number 3. I haven't had a boyfriend in years. In other news, I haven't had sex in 6 months. Is that a truth or a lie? For me, you would hope that's a damn fucking lie. That sucks. Who hasn't had sex before for over 6 months? Like, I know people who've gone a year. I think that's insane. Now, I'm not including masturbation in this because masturbation is perfectly normal, I think. I think it's healthy. I don't think there's anything wrong with, double-clicking the mouse or jerking off every day. Just don't do it, like, in weird, odd places like the car at Chili's to-go parking lot. But other than that, I'm cool with it, okay? Actually, speaking of, I gotta talk about weird masturbation places. So, my friend, who will remain nameless, but just because I want to fuck with her, I'm going to say this. Okay, I had to think about what I was going to say about her and whether it, because other people know this fact about her too, so it's going to come back to her. And hopefully she doesn't kill me for this, but only a couple people know this fact. So, she helped me with the logo for PooseBoss. That's the clue. And she was telling me that one day she was in the car and she was excited and she was in traffic. And so she was, having a little good time. And she said that she didn't realize that there was a truck, an 18-wheeler, that was looking right in. And so as they passed by, they were like, whoop, whoop. Yeah, I don't think she'll ever, play with herself again in the car. Oh, she's going to so kill me for that. Good thing is she doesn't have social media. This is what you get for not having social media. For all you weirdos who don't have social media. So, let's start. I dated 3 girls, and none of them have ever been with a girl before me. That is a lie. And let me tell you why that's a lie. There is no way I think I could ever date a girl. I cannot stand... I can't stand, like, that many women in a room. One of me is enough. I just can't imagine it. I can't imagine so like if you are not a chick, you don't understand that your cycles match up. So could you imagine being in a relationship with somebody on the same time as you both are on your period? I mean, I'm surprised there's not more lesbian murders because of that. Literally, like, I just don't get it. Like, either they're killing each other or they're getting fat together with each other that week. Like tons of candy and chocolate and ice cream and lots of rom-coms. It's kind of messed up though. There's probably not that many lesbian rom-coms. So what do? You watch like the hetero rom-coms? How boring is that? You're like, ugh, the last thing I want to do is watch a man and a woman kiss. That's fucking gross. I mean, that's what I would think you would think. I'm actually into it all. I always thought I would never, like, ever get turned on by gay porn, and then I walked into a gay bar one day, and, oh, God, the bartender, I'll never forget this. It was in L.A., and this was, like, a for real gay bar. And the bartender was this guy with this, like, he had this, like, red brownish hair chest and kind of, like, a nice little beer belly and some firm tits, and he had like a dominatrix outfit on, like like the black, it's like, I don't even know, like a crossbody leather with a belt. And I remember I walked in and I was like, this is so awkward. I don't know what to do because next to me was 2 guys making out, right? And like that was my first time in a what I would consider hookup gay bar. Because then I look up at the TV and there are 3 dudes smashing each other. And I'm just like, whoa. And at first I was like, whoa. And I looked away, right? But then I was like, yeah, okay. I see what's going on here. I'm kind of getting turned on. Okay. Don't tell nobody. Don't let anybody see you looking. Really, I was trying to like not look like I was looking because I'm like, this is weird. Like everybody's trying to hook up. Nobody wants to pay any fucking attention to me. They're like, what is this girl doing here? I'm like, hey, what's up, y'all? Shots of tequila. They're like, no, just shots of sperm in the bathroom, bitch. Little did I know. So, and it was so funny. I have a video of me from that night, right? And I met this guy at the bar, and I'm like, yeah, he's so cool, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And, like, my friend looks at me, my friend who's gay, and he looks at me and he goes, he's gay. Please stop touching him. It was so funny. I was like, oh, my bad. I thought he was just, I don't know. I figured everybody goes to gay bars, including straight people, because I always did. I mean, who doesn't go to WeHo in West Hollywood and has a ball? Gosh, okay, for anybody, whether straight, gay, bi, I don't care. If you're looking for some sexy, bisexual, I'm assuming, because I don't take a tally when I go out, but bisexual black men go to the church on Sunday in West Hollywood. Praise. I don't want to say the word because I don't want someone to be like, that. You shouldn't say that, but yes, thank you. Amen. Seriously, I would go in there and I'd be like, I don't even care what your preference is, because they would love me, right? Like, they just be looking at the booty. I'm like, you probably stick in my booty. I need a drink. And not just this. I'm not drinking tonight. See? Yes. Sign number 1, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm drinking Diet Dr. Pepper, which has just fake crack in it. I love Diet Dr. Pepper, though. Like, I know diet's so bad for you, la da 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 da. But Diet Dr. Pepper, it's just like crisp, refreshing. This says refresco sin calorías. That's no calories for you non-Spanish speaking people. And by the way, just so you know too, it's not Diet Dr. Pepper. It's Dr. Pepper Light in Mexico. It is. What it is. I just want you to know, when you want to go out in Mexico to order a Coca-Cola or a Diet Coke, you will say, yo quiero, necesito, Diet. No, Coca-Cola Light. I got so into the yo quiero, necesito, yo quiero, Coca-Cola Light. Y limon. Yeah. Or I just like to say, what's up, Mr. C? Mr. C in the house. Thank you so much for that. I like to say, yo quiero tacos y tequila y indio. That was 3 things if you didn't catch it. Tacos, tequila, and indio, which is a beer. You're welcome. The Spanish lesson was brought to you by PooseBoss, who doesn't know how to speak a lick of English or Spanish, but I try. Anyways, so I had my first boyfriend at 19, and he's only been my only my only boyfriend. It's sad, but it's true. I had my first boyfriend at 19. I actually love the story of how I met him. So I was a Playboy bunny. Go figure. This is my first time really being a whore on Halloween. I loved it. It was Halloween night, and I was dressed up as a Playboy bunny. And I'll never forget, I actually had been making fun of him before I knew him because his nickname was like a bird. And so I was like, why do you guys call him a bird? And they're like, I don't know. That's just his name. And I was like, does he have like a big beak or something? Like, whatever. So I met him, and I remember thinking like, oh, he's really pretty eyes or whatever. But then all of a sudden the cops come in, and the whole Halloween party's like broken up, right? And all these people are running. And at the time, I wasn't 21, so I guess I thought I was going to get in trouble. I don't know. I hid. The deck had broke because there were so many people on the deck. So I was hiding outside, like underneath the deck, until the cops left. And so when I went back in, I opened up the bathroom door, and there was my ex hiding as well from the cops. So, sorry, the soda. Whew. Hiccups. Anyways. So, hiding from the cops, and then I sat down with him and I asked him 20 questions, like a straight up interview, like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And what do you want to do? And blah, blah, blah. And he just kept answering them, and I felt that was so sexy. So I was like, obviously, I should hook up with him. So I took him down to the laundry room. Yeah. And then we left from there. And yeah, how much do I want to go into the story? And the next morning, he woke up and had to look through my mail because he didn't know what my name was. It's great. I stayed with him for 8 years, though. He was a great guy. I mean, I never thought that I would actually meet somebody that way. Like, it was very random. Um, yeah, I don't even know. I remember being so sad because I thought that I didn't give him my number and that he would never find me. And he found me. He found me. And he ended up liking, well, no, he liked the Redskins, but he messaged me as soon as, like, and he was like, would you like to go watch the Eagles game? And I was like, yes, I love the Eagles. Simple things make me happy. Eagles. See, why can't, if I feel like I should like Chanel or something, but I'm like, yeah, let's watch football. Weird. Anyway, so that's true. And then I haven't had a boyfriend in years, and as well, I haven't had sex in 6 months. It's true. It's true. I've had only one boyfriend. That was over about 5-6 years ago now. And, you know, I had a good little run recently. I'm not going to say that, like, I didn't go for it. I checked a lot of those boxes off that I wanted to. Maybe too many. Yeah, I had to actually add new boxes because I checked things off that I never thought I would. So, that being said, I think taking a break and focusing on self is so important, which is why I'm doing yoga and meditating every morning, aka taking a shot of tequila and Adderall. So yeah, life's great over here. I mean, honestly, let me be honest. Look, I love to have sex, and I think sex is fun, and the right person, well, I'll be honest, sometimes the person doesn't matter to me, but, well, I mean, if you're not, like, it's hard to get past my wall, but if you get past my wall, if I'm like, yeah, okay, or if we get to a certain point, I'm like, okay, well, we've gotten this far, I'm done, I'm over it, let's just do it. Oh, my mom's gonna be so mad at me. I hope you know, Mom, I think about you constantly through all my podcasts because I just think of your smiling face. You have to see the vlog, guys. So I've been vlogging this whole time, and, you know, we've gone on OnlyFans, which I shouldn't have said, but we're doing that. We're doing all this stuff, and I actually recorded my parents telling me how they felt about everything I'm doing. So make sure to follow the YouTube channel because I'm telling you, there's some great stuff coming at you. Anyways, I digress. So I want to read you some of my favorite messages. These messages are from, well, most people I don't even know. Let's start there. So, and yeah, of course they all fell down. I know girls have to deal with this. I don't know what it's like to be a guy and, like, not get hounded with messages every day. You know, it's funny because if you watch my vlog, you will see that I've got a little system going on here, okay? I'm not going to tell you because you have to watch the vlog to figure out my system. But I got a little system going on. So I feel bad for the person who actually does read all my messages and dick pics that come very, very, very often, like super often. So one thing that I've been getting a lot, which I just find very interesting, is I saw you as a suggested friend. Do I know you? Just wanted to reach out and see how we know each other. And, like, my response is always like, oh, well, do we have any mutual friends? Or, you know, cool, like, that's great. I don't think we have any mutual friends, but it's nice to meet you. And then from there, they try to pick up the conversation, right? So there's been a lot of that recently. I don't know why it's coming out that way, but I have this other one. Shit, I lost my little terminologies. Oh, well. Anyway, so I have this one guy. I like to call him, we're going to call him, because I forget what we were going to call him. We're going to call him the Frog Prince, okay? So I'm going to explain to you how this message goes. So I was first DM'd by him on March 13th, happens to be my birthday this year, okay? And this is how he goes. For some reason, okay, I just wanted to make sure he wasn't friends with my sister. Because that's another weird thing that happens a lot. Like, a lot of my sister's friends will message me, and in a weird way, it's like they seem to think they know me because they know my sister. So they're like, your soul is so amazing. And I'm like, you don't even know if, like, I stabbed somebody last week. It's possible. You don't know. Gosh. I have, like, multiple knives. I sleep with one under my bed. Yeah, I do. Just so you know. Just so you know. One, I just say it. I'm ready to fuck a motherfucker up. Look, I got a bum arm now, but I'm still ready to go. Y'all don't know, but I hyperextended my arm. You see this? I can't straighten my arm. So because of my bum arm, I've had to make sure that, like, I can still throw a mean-ass jab. Anyways, because these dudes are weird. So this guy says, Mr. Frog Prince, to say you have beautiful eyes, obviously, would be too obvious. Thank you. Beautiful eyes. Oh, I love this. Beautiful eyes, but they show so much sadness. Shows a lot more than that to me. And then a few days later, I haven't responded. I'm not a bad guy, just incredibly awkward when it comes to talking to women, especially the beautiful kind. Please excuse my prior statements. Was probably a tad drunk. No excuse, though. Fact still remains. Those eyes are indeed beautiful. And that face, gorgeous. I responded, sadness in my eyes, huh? Because in my mind, I'm not going to lie, when I read that, I'm like, damn, he is reading me really well. I'm like, yeah, that's so sad. I want to jump off this balcony right now. Why are you reading my soul? But anyways, so he said, yeah, eyes never lie. That's what is great about them. My response, truth. I swear, I don't say anything. And then he comes back with, beautiful, I'll never lie to you. I promise you that. You seem like a different kind of woman, the kind a man can trust with his heart and soul. And a few hours go by, and then I say nothing, and he says, believe me, I never say that. Oh, this is why I fucking don't believe men. Believe me, I never say that to someone that I don't think is a great person. So now it's been, let's see, April 6th to now. How many? It's been a couple weeks. Got a new message this Monday. I still can't. I swear to you, this is a for real 100% exactly how the whole text is going message, and that this is for real what he said. Monday at 2:37 p.m., Frog Prince said, my dumbass tried to stop a moving truck with my body, only because a little girl was chasing a frog. It was probably an adorable frog, though. Like, that's it. No, I'm in the hospital. The girl's okay. The frog's okay. So many questions I have to that story that you didn't give to me. So, yeah, so Frog Prince, I mean, he's an interesting one. You know, he's not really rude. I mean, I guess who wouldn't, like, who doesn't mind somebody saying, like, hey, you're beautiful, you have gorgeous eyes. The problem is that there's so many dudes, it's just, it doesn't stand out. I mean, I was just talking earlier about what stood out in this one guy's profile that got me, and it was literally, he said, I used to work on Wall Street, but I'm only 37% douchebag. And I replied, oh, well, that's less of a douchebag than all my exes, so it looks like we're perfect for each other. It fit in my humor, so I went for it. And then I got screwed. See, that's why my mom literally said to me, she goes, Victoria, she's like, have you thought about just like maybe trying to date girls? When she said that to me this past visit, I almost died. I'm like, wow, my mom is so desperate. She's like, please, somebody, like, she's living in fantasy world, running around the world, sleeping with all these men. She doesn't even know about the women. No, I'm just kidding. Jokes. Anyway, so I'm going to leave you guys with this last one. I'm looking for it, of course. I of course, lost it because why would it be easy, right? It's funny because we were trying to find one that was, like, where the guy was, like, kind of gross. But the problem is the guys who are quote-unquote gross, all they do is send you dick pics. So I could show you guys all the dick pics, but I'm sure that you guys would rather not see those. Maybe we could do a, like, dick pic collage. Like, maybe, like, we could do, like, a Where's Waldo, but where's the penis? Where's the dick pic? Oh, that would be really cool. Like, have it, like, a field of roses, brown roses, like, some sort of, like, or, like, a bunch of knees, and then one would be a dick. No, you don't like that idea. Oh, it's okay. Okay. Fine. If that's how it is, then I'm trying to find somebody who basically asks me some really ridiculous questions, but the truth is that we have so many people. Actually, let me just touch on that. For everybody who has subscribed to the PooseBoss OnlyFans, and for everybody who has subscribed to the Tight Cutie. Those people, thank you so much for supporting everything we're doing. It's helping us continue to do this podcast, so we really appreciate it. And we're putting out new content. We got a lot of content coming out. If you do subscribe to PooseBoss, with the subscription, it's only $5 a month, and you will get all the late night pussy, which is pre-recorded. It is live, but it is hosted on that site that I cannot speak of because I may get banned. So, but if you get the OF, which is another site I cannot speak of per se because I may get banned. This is so wrong, right? Like, it makes me mad. All I want to do is talk about sex, and for some reason, like, why is it that a 14-year-old girl can go viral on TikTok for sitting in a swimsuit with some underboob, right, going around doing a dance, versus, like, all I want to do is just say, like, look, like, gangbangs happen. It's truth. Actually, I know. Yeah. Anyways, that's another story. I'd probably a little too harsh for evening pussy, but yeah. So I really thank you guys for all your support. Ladies, if you're watching, if you do have your own OF and you want to do a promotion, make sure to contact us. Send us a DM. We will send you all the information. We would love to share. We want to support everyone out there, other content creators. We want to support. If you're looking for a way to just get seen, hit us up. We're interviewing. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, for coming and tuning in tonight, and I hope you enjoyed it. As always, it's your girl, Victoria Lynn, a.k.a. the PooseBoss, and remember to keep patting that puss.